So there he is then. He might not look in too good shape, but that's often very misleading, Frank, isn't it?
Yeah, the Mexican heavyweights, they're far and few between, but when they do find one, they can put up a good performance. I remember one I brought over to fight Witherspoon, and he went 6 rounds and gave us good value.
That's Mauricio Villegas, I do believe, was it?
That's the name. I couldn't think of it, Steve. Thank you very much.
It's from Baltimore, USA, Hasim Rahman.
And of course we've seen Rahman before on Eurosport, boxing in America, in the heavyweight explosion. If you recognise the gentleman on the right with the cap on, that's Janks Morton, who of course was one of the trainers of Sugar Ray Leonard. And outside the ropes, the man with the grey hair, Rob Mittleman, who of course is a big noise in American boxing. Now this one is scheduled for 10 3-minute rounds. Sorry, my apologies. Yes, it is. What I'm talking about. We expect a few rounds out of this, Frank, don't we?
Yeah, I mean, I should imagine we should get 4 or 5 out of it.
Do it now. Do it now.
You've had to take that match to hospital. Do it now. You're waiting for another ambulance and we're waiting for one of the doctors. There's no doctor here.
Well, as I said before, the doctors are in the dressing room treating Roger McKenzie.
There's no ambulance.
How long will the ambulance be?
So John McDonald is looking for a few celebs.
They're about to take Roger McKenzie to the hospital.
Well, let me just tell you that at the moment the doctors are referring Roger McKenzie to hospital to have the stitches in the left eye. They don't want to leave the venue, of course, because they've got other things to do. But they're just making sure the arrangements are being put into place.
John, come here.
Sing and dance. I don't care what you do, but... So tonight's main event then, this is a 10 3-minute round heavyweight contest between, in the white with the black stripe, Hasim Rahman from Baltimore, Maryland in the USA, against a man all the way from Monterrey, Mexico, by the name of Marcos Gonzalez. And with me once again, I'm glad to say, co-promoted tonight, Frank Maloney. Frank, you've struck up a pretty good relationship with John Highland. Is this the sign of things to come for the future?
Definitely. This is our second promotion together, and we are scheduling quite a lot more for the new year. Coming up here gives it a break from sort of London. Gives us a much good atmosphere up here with the crowd, and they appreciate the boxing up here.
Absolutely. And of course there's been good shows in Liverpool for as long as I can remember, but the only problem is we've got here a 1,200-seat arena. It's the only major city in Britain without a decent sporting arena. It's high time a 5,000-seat indoor arena was built in this town.
But definitely, I mean, maybe the council can speak to the lottery, because this is definitely a place for good time boxing, and I think for Shane Neary's next fight they're certainly going to need a much bigger venue.
Yes, unfortunately though, Frank, I don't think they can knock up a 5,000-seat arena in 3 months, could they?
We can put a tent up.
So Hasim Rahman then. Frank, how far do you think Rahman could go in the realm of heavyweight division?
Well, at the moment I think the heavyweight division is very open. I mean, other than Evander Holyfield, Lennox Lewis, Riddick Bowe, and obviously I forgot the Polish gentleman's name now.
Andrew Galotta.
Andrew Galotta. One of them are going to come out of the picture next week. So I think it's wide open for some young boys to come through. I mean, Shannon Briggs has been beaten. Larry Donaldson hasn't looked too good. So this guy's got a chance to make it.
Yes, of course, must remind our viewers, if you're wondering where you saw the name Frank Maloney, of course he is the manager of Britain's Lennox Lewis, the former WBC champion. And Frank, you fully expect him to be champion again in the near future?
Yes, he's fighting Oliver McCall for the vacant title on February the 7th at the Hilton Hotel in Las Vegas.
Let's hope he keeps his hands up this time.
I won't tell him you said that, Steve.
No. But we've always found these tubby Mexicans to be fairly durable, haven't we?
Yeah, I mean, this looks like it's going to develop into a good fight.
Of course, the walking round weight for most Mexicans is about 7.5 stone, isn't it? I mean, to find a Mexican heavyweight, as you said before, is quite a rare thing.
Yeah, this is only the third one I know.
Oh, look at that. Oh,
I think we spoke too soon.
That's a hell of a left right there from Hasim Rahman, and there's no way.
This is all over. He's not getting up.
He actually left the floor, didn't he?
I mean, he completely took off, yes.
That's a very, very impressive win from Rahman. All right, let's not read too much into the fact that we've got a man who's won 17 fights. He is Mexican and he's a big lad. You know, let's not read too much into, you know, he's not a world beater, but my goodness me, I doubt if he's ever been beaten as conclusive like that in his life. Just watch this again, Frank. Left, right it was, took him clean off his feet. It's coming up just about now. Here we are. Sets him up with the left hand, crashes home the right. Bang, and his feet, well, unfortunately we didn't see his feet there, but his feet definitely left the ground, I can tell you that. We may see it from this angle. He's on his feet, I'm glad to say, and back on the stool, but my goodness me, he flew, Frank, didn't he?
Yeah, I mean, when a heavyweight can punch like that, he's got a chance with anyone.
Here we go.
I mean, there he goes, he's clean off the floor. There, he's clean off the floor. Look, his body touches the floor before his feet.
Absolutely, head landed first. Well, I'm delighted he's okay. He's a nice lad, but what a wonderful win there.